Hello everyone, welcome back to Kylie Tune Your Life. I'm Kylie here. Okay, for those that's watching from the FB channel, welcome. And also for those that is watching from my Kylie Tune Your Life YouTube channel, welcome too. Okay, let's see who is the first one who come in today, and first one to say hi to me. Hello. How's everybody's for the past week? And in Malaysia, tomorrow is a public holiday as well. So everyone is enjoying the towards the one more days of holiday. How's everybody? Who's the number one that who actually came in? Hello, Christine. Hello, good evening. How are you? Okay, so Christine is the first one who actually came in, and welcome. And okay, today I'm actually going to talk about something new. Okay, a topic that I never even touched before. I never. That's why I actually use some time to study about it and make the slides. I hope that all of you will learn something and all of you will enjoy the sections today. Hello. Okay, don't forget, to share these sections out to some of your friends so that they are actually benefited from the knowledge that or the points that actually I shared here. Hello everyone. Okay, don't forget, don't stop giving me some likes and likes and love to support me here. Okay, so today, what are we going to talk about? Okay, usually I will talk about Feng Shui. I'll talk about Bazi. I'll talk about Men Dun Jia, isn't it? So today, I'm going to talk about the root or the fundamental of the Chinese metaphysics. Okay, a lot of people will know that the fundamental. A lot of people will think, okay, what will you learn? What's the things that you will learn if you want to learn a new language? What will you learn? Okay, for example, if you want to learn about English, of course that you will start with A, B, C, the alphabet, isn't it? If you would like to learn about Chinese Mandarin, you need to learn from the pronunciations, morpho or per, all these pronunciations or the syllabus. Okay, or in Chinese we do learn from the the 部首, okay, the site. Okay, the 部首, for example, if you say something drinking is with the 口字旁, something like that. So every language or every knowledge, we will have a basic to learn from, isn't it? So in Chinese metaphysics, the basic, of course, we are based on a lot of things based on 5 elements. Beside that, we do based on the 八卦. Okay, the 八卦. The 八卦 means that the 八卦 is not in Mandarin is not about gossip. 八卦, no. The 八卦 that we are actually talking about is also not the object that you're thinking. It's not the 八卦 that usually people will put on top of the main door to for certain, they will think that is for certain against or mitigate the sachi things. No, we are not talking about the object. Okay, so whoever is watching here, hello Yumiko. Whoever is watching here, do say hi to me. Okay, don't let me know that I'm actually the one and only talking here. Hello Jiawei, hello. Okay, so do say hi to me. Okay, share these sections out, give me some love and lights, okay, to support me here. Okay, so this the 八卦 that I'm talking about is not the 八卦 that we are actually using for the hello Julia, hello, for the it's not the 八卦 that the object. Okay, I'm talking about the 8 trigrams. What do you mean the 8 trigrams? Okay, the 8 trigrams basically is the 8 phenomenon. or represent the 8 different things in hello Chin On, in the whole world. Okay, in the whole world. So this is the 8 trigram. Why do I want to talk about the 8 trigram? Because the 8 trigrams is actually linked, somehow is linked to our Men Dun Jia. That is why after this, after today, I will tell you how are you going to use, the trigram to read your Men Dun Jia in the next week in the application of achievement applications. Okay, so every step that I actually sharing will actually link to whatever you want to learn. Okay, of course, in the background, the 8 trigram will also widely used in the besides using in the achievement, is widely used in the Feng Shui. Okay, in the Feng Shui. So without further ado, let's start with the slides that actually prepared to all of you here. Everyone is okay? Have you shared the sections out? Have you give me the likes and love that I, give me some love and likes? Okay, so now the bagua. Okay. Okay. Then the fundamental or the root of the Chinese metaphysics, everybody will know that is about yin and yang. Okay, in Chinese, I'm going to read it out in Chinese. 无极胜太有极，有极是太极，太极生两仪，即阴阳，两仪生四象，即少阴、太阴、少阳、太阳，四象演八卦，八八64卦。Okay, in Chinese, what does that mean? Okay, in English, what does it mean? It's about, Tai Chi. This Tai Chi thing will actually create something. The unlimited will create some delimited, which means that unlimited will create limited, and the limited is something is absolute, which means the highest limit. So in this Wuji and Taiji is actually extreme, right? Some is like nothing, and until is extremely highest limit or unlimited. So also the Taiji is also create. Will this create two form? The two form will be the yin and yang. So in our whole world, in the universe energy, in the whole universe, you will see a lot of things is yin and yang, like women and the male, women and guy, small and big, fire and water, the color, instead of color, is also have yin and yang. So this two form is also will create 4 phenomenon. The 4 phenomenon is the lesser yin and the great yin, lesser yang and the great yang. Okay, from these 4 phenomenon will actually create bagua. Okay, in the bagua, at the end of the day, bagua 8 times 8 will also have the 64 hexagram. Have you actually heard about the 64 hexagram? The 64 hexagram is what we are talking about a lot of times, is about the I Ching. Okay, I Ching 64 hexagram. How do you use the 64 hexagram? But before that, let us understand what is bagua first. Okay, hello Stanley. Today I'm talking about a brand new and something new about the Chinese metaphysics. I hope all of you actually love it and like it and learn something from these sections. Don't forget to continue to give me some love and likes, to support me here and give me some energy. Okay, talk to me, in the comments. Have you heard? Everybody heard about yin and yang, isn't it? Okay, anyone that have not heard about yin and yang, can you type 1 if you heard about yin and yang, 2 if you have not heard about yin and yang before, 1 or 2? Okay, hello Echo, hello. Okay, so in the yin and yang or Tai Chi actually created from the unlimited to limit. Okay, from the limit, you will have the highest limits as well. So yeah, a lot of people of you heard about the Tai Chi. Okay, the Tai Chi is not only, it's not the Kung Fu Tai Chi, the Tai Chi. No, this Tai Chi is actually linked to that, but the thing about the energy is yin and yang, means that you are hard and soft is also yin and yang, isn't it? Okay, the next one, type in 八卦. Today we are talking about 八卦. Why do I want to talk about 八卦? Because I want to introduce 八卦 is one of the criteria that you can read from the Men Dun Jia. Okay, so that is why I want to share about 八卦. In 八卦, they have 先天八卦, early heaven 八卦, and the later heaven 八卦. Okay, what's the difference? A lot of people do not know the difference. The early heaven 八卦, when you look at it, you will see that the Qian Gua, the Qian Gua is at the south, okay, and the Kun Gua is at the earth, because this was created, or this was introduced by Fu Yi. Okay, Fu Yi is based on what to create this. He is based on the He Tu. He Tu is what? He Tu is this. Okay, this is He Tu. He Tu is a diagram, or actually according to the myth, or according to the documented as a passage or text, was saying that this Fu Si is based on this He Tu. It's a river diagram. What is the river? No, it's not. Of course, it's the river in the China, Huanghe, and also some of them also saying that this river is referring to the universe. Yin He, the universe energy. So from there, they actually draw this He Tu. Is regarding about a dragon and a horse, and from the dragon and the horse, you can see that the He Tu is half the combo. Okay, you can see in the north, the combo is 1 and 6. 1 and 6 is the combo. In the south is 2 and 9. 2 and 7, sorry, and the west is 4 and 9, and the east is 3 and 8. Okay, so this is the He Tu combo. So from the He Tu, it created this 先天八卦, early heaven 八卦. Okay, so that's why in the early heaven 八卦, is basically they believe that this is a description of what? Before the universe or the planet is created. So the Fu Yi is actually think that the whole universe is stagnant. It's a static. It's nothing will be changed. So what they see is, the heaven is the Tian, is heaven at the top, and the earth in the bottom. In the west, or the west is the Kan Gua, and the east is the Li Gua, and followed by other Sun Gua and Dui Gua, Zhen Gua, and the Gen Gua. Okay, so in the concept of early heaven 八卦, is so-called is a stagnant, is static, is nothing will be changed, is peace, is the fundamental, or the root of something, is before it become change, before. Okay, so in a way, for example, we always say that when you are in a tummy, you are you are the one that, even though you're growing, but you are static inside the tummy. That is the early heaven. Okay, it's the early heaven. And the early heaven determine what? Determine your sex, you are girl or boy. Okay, these are the early heaven. But how about the later heaven? Okay, the later heaven is this. Later heaven is created or introduced by Zhou Wenwang, Zhou Yi. Okay, but it not based on He Tu anymore. He based on Luo Su. Okay, Luo Su is what? Luo Su is also, it also a diagram that he saw from a tortoise. Okay, he saw from a tortoise. This is a tortoise. Okay, so a tortoise, and there's some wording on top of the tortoise shell. And from there, he created the Luo Su. And Luo Su, you can see that is so different from the He2, because He2 is, you can see the combo, right? 1 and 6, 4 and 9. Now, okay, 4 and 9, and 2 to 7, 2 and 7 is on top, and the 3 and 8. But here in the Luosu, you can see that north is 1, and the southwest was 2. Number 3 is in the east, 4 is in the southeast, and 5 in the center, 6 in the northwest, and the 7 is in the east. Okay, 8 it will be in the northeast, and also the south will be the 9. Okay, so this is according to what he saw from the tortoise shell. Okay, the tortoise shell. So this is how he created, and he feel that, okay, it's not based on, okay, the later heaven is always derived from the early heaven, but the early heaven is static, isn't it? So Zhou Yi think that everything is not static, everything is changing. It's like a flow of qi. So he created a later heaven from the early heaven. He believed that everything, realized that universe is not stagnant. The universe will change because of what? Because of the timing, because of the direction, and because of the human actions. So all these will change. So the later heaven is something that believe that everything is changing accordingly. The directions, the time, in the influence of time, influence of human actions. So that is why a later heaven bagua is widely used in applications. Why? Because it's applied to something that is relevant to changes. Okay, so that is why we have the early heaven and the later heaven. Does it mean that we only use the later heaven? No, we also will use the early heaven, because early heaven is what? Okay, I want to share this to you. Early heaven is like a body. Early heaven is like the fundamental. Everything is the fundamental, the root of something. Okay, and the later heaven is for applications, for those that you are using to predict, using for predict. That is why early heaven is something is static, not changing. You have no more changing. It's just like your body. Okay, your body, you born as a girl, you won't change. Okay, they will think that it won't change. Okay, that is a early heaven. But after that, okay, later heaven is something that you change because of time. Like, for example, your character. Okay, your character or your action, or because of your time, influenced by time, your character will change. Right? Because of time, your behavior or your action will change. That is why we usually use the later heaven for application wise. And Men Dun Jia is created based on the Luosu and based on the later heaven. Okay, based on the later heaven. Okay, that is why in we need to know that how are we going to use the later heaven. For example, you can see from here, if I can, I do not know why I couldn't zoom in. If you can see, okay, let me do this. Okay, if you can see clearly, okay, so in the early heaven, the Qian is in the ninth. Okay, early heaven in the ninth, in the south. But in the later heaven is the Li Gua. Okay, it's the Li Gua. In the Kun Gua in the north is supposed to be in the early heaven is in the north, but the later heaven become the Kan Gua. Okay, so it's not according to the previous Fu Si is belief. Is stagnant. 天是天，地是地。The heaven is heaven in the north, and the earth is in the south. No, okay. Later heaven is changing according to the energy, according to the qi. This is why a lot of people will use in the Feng Shui. Some of them actually believe in the Feng Shui that if you are doing a Feng Shui for the doom, the barrier, the doom for dead people, you will use the early heaven, Bagua. Okay, and if you want to use for your residents, you will always use a later Halven Bagua based on the later Halven Bagua. And also in the application wise, in Qi how do we use the early and the later Halven in Qi applications? Okay, so this is the things that I'm going to share later part, or in the next week. I'm going to share to you how do you want to add on something that you can read from the Men Dun Jia chart from the trigram. Okay, do you all want to learn about that? Do you all are actually interested to learn additional information that you can read from the Men Dun Jia chart? Hello, hello Troy, hello Jeannie. Okay, do you all want to learn about that? So today you already know the early Halven. What's the difference between the early Halven and the later Halven? And what's the difference? It's one is based on the static, one is based on something changing. Okay, so the early Halven is also regarding about the root, the fundamental, the base of something, and the later Halven will let you know about what are the changes. Okay, what are the changes and how these changes influenced by the time, influenced by the human actions that will actually create something that you can use. You can use based on the directions, okay, based on the timing, and based on the flow of qi. Okay, flow of qi, movement of qi, to do some predictions. Okay, so today I will just cover the early Halven and the later Halven, and next week I'm going to talk about all the 8 trigrams. I'm going to talk about all the 8 trigrams and how can you elaborate more in terms of Men Dun Jia applications. Do you all want to know that? Okay, do you all want to know that? For those who would like to learn more about the trigram, please type number 1. Okay, do you like to know more about that? Yes, no? Yes or no? Okay, so yes, today is something different. I know that a lot of you may come in and leave, and this may not be a common topic that we usually talk about. But I'm sure you will learn something. I'm sure after you learn about this trigram, we'll add on certain perspective after you can use it in terms of how are you going to read your Men Dun Jia applications. Will actually help you in the further will help you in terms of reading your chart more in depth. Okay, more in depth. Okay, so okay, I saw that is like Christine, Chin-on, Jeannie, and Echo are interested. So for those that are uninterested, don't forget. Okay, don't forget to share out this section or rewatch this section if you do have some doubt about this topic. And okay, and if you have any question, now is the time for you to type in the questions. Or if not, I'll give you 1 minute. If not, I will prepare. I will share more about the 8 trigram next week. I'm talking about the 8 trigram. Of course, from time to time, I'm going to post the post about the 8 trigram as well. But for those that would like to learn immediately or learn from if you learn from what I extra to verbally to explain, so come back next week and next Monday. I'm going to talk about all the 8 trigram. Okay, cool, everybody. Do you all like something new here? I know a lot of people may not accept that. Hey, today Kylie did not talk about Bazi. Kylie did not talk about Men Dun Jia. But why is she talking about 8 trigram? Yes, the 8 trigram actually a root of something is something that is the originally derived the Men Dun Jia. So this is one of the attribute that you would like to learn in order for you to read the Men Dun Jia in depth. Okay, hello Ricky. So I'm going to talk about more about the 8 trigram next week. Okay, do come back. Okay, do come back next Monday, and I will talk about all the 8 diagrams, and I want to go into detail. For example, 乾卦. 乾卦in the early heaven is in the north, isn't it? But in the later heaven, it will be the northwest. And what is the number that is represent, and how do you use as application in the Men Dun Jia? Okay, Ken? Okay, that's about it for today, and I hope everybody learned something new today, and I will see all of you again next Monday. Okay, have a great day, and have a great night, and have a great week ahead. Bye bye.